Welcome to Bikini Bottom Radio.
Let's actually record before Anthony just leaves. Hi everyone, my name is Robert.
I'm Anthony.
I'm Jenny.
And this is Bikini Bottom Radio, and today we're recording Season 1, Episode 11A. I've actually started writing it down. MuscleBob, BuffPants. So this one actually came before Squidward the Unfriendly Ghost, but we switched them for Halloween. We're here back. Mm-hmm. This is our big Thanksgiving episode, even though it's not really related to Thanksgiving in any way, shape, or form.
Are there any Thanksgiving SpongeBobs?
I cannot think of any. If there are, I do not know about them. Let's do a quick Google.
I have an image in my head of SpongeBob in like a pilgrim outfit for some reason. Is
that might be a newer episode that I haven't seen. That Patrick eats a turkey when they're stuck in the woods listening to the magic conch shell.
We could do the magic conch episode.
Yeah, let's just pivot real quick. Let's all watch another episode and take notes.
I see which one you're talking about. Yeah.
It doesn't look like it. It's all just like fan art.
Yeah, that's fan art. Yeah. Okay.
Some of this is official. The rest is like not anything. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they celebrate Thanksgiving under the sea, which makes sense.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Celebrate Easter and Christmas.
And Halloween. Just not Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is too American, maybe.
That's true. They do. And also Leif Erikson Day.
Leif Erikson Day.
A hinga-dinga-durgan, everybody.
Did it celebrate leap year?
Oh, have you seen the episode of 30 Rock, Anthony?
No.
Jenny just rewatched all of 30 Rock and made me rewatch an episode with her where it's Leap Day, and in the 30 Rock universe, Leap Day is like an actual holiday that like people are like, it's the one, it only comes once every 4 years and you can do things that you don't really do because it doesn't count. And there's, you want to explain it or?
Yeah, no, you can keep going.
There's basically in this world, like there's the mascot of Leap Day is Leap Dave Williams, and he's just this like bald, like curly like boxer mustache and like a blue suit, and he only arrives once every 4 years. Huh? Yeah, he wears blue and yellow. But like throughout the episode, they like sometimes in the background or like just being shown is like a Santa Claus type movie called Leap Dave Williams. I think the real version in their universe is Leap Dave Williams, but the movie is Leap Dave Williams, and it's basically literally Jim Carrey is playing like a Santa Claus thing where he's slowly becoming Leap Dave Williams.
Yeah,
it's really weird. It's a funny episode.
I need to give that show another chance. I watched it when I was a kid with my mom, just when it would be on, and I never got it.
Oh,
but I should just
definitely would have gone over your head, but it's so funny, and I feel like it's definitely your humor.
Yeah. Anthony, Tina Fey was in that second Disney Muppets movie after they rebooted it, and rewatching 30 Rock, I'm like, there's a straight A to B from Muppets to Tina Fey, I guess is the best way to say it. Like, it's kind of ridiculous.
So funny.
Like, the world they inhabit is so dumb, and obviously the jokes are just really funny. Everyone on the show is, like, really, like...
They're all really... And they have so many, like, famous people. It's all really good. It's so funny.
Okay, I will.
Paul Rubens is in a season 1 episode where he plays a German prince, but he's a Habsburg prince, one of those like super inbred like German royalty.
Yeah,
really funny.
I mean,
and every episode I would sit down and watch with Jenny. I was like, legitimately, I'm like, how is this funny? Every episode I've watched over multiple seasons, just like dropping into random episodes, is really funny.
Heck yeah,
it's so
okay.
Now we fly. Yeah, no, it's great. You should give it a chance. If like you want to start in on some episodes, you could start with like Leap Day. It's just called like Leap Day.
Season 6, episode 9. I remember.
Oh yeah, it's 69. Nice. And then the Habsburg one is really
season
funny.
1, I think.
Yeah, I think
it's early.
It's like season 1 episode, I don't know, like 14 or 15 or something.
Oh man, that's so funny that they chose to go down that route.
It's really funny. Oh my gosh. It's I died. Honestly, I've seen the show all the way through maybe like 3 or 4 times at this point.
It's a good show.
It feels like an SNL sketch, but like also just it's put together and
refined
storyline. But like also it's so funny. Everyone is hilarious. Tracy Morgan's hilarious. The girl who plays Jenna's hilarious. I love Tina Fey. Alec Baldwin.
Alec
Baldwin's hilarious. Like, the guy who plays Batman in the Lego movies is in it.
Will Arnett.
Oh,
Will Arnett.
Will Arnett.
Yeah.
Not Will
Well,
Forte.
wait,
He's
Will
in
Forte
it.
is also in it though. He plays
Oh,
Jenna's boyfriend or whatever.
Who he likes to dress like her.
So this is just silly. You find out that this is such a funny joke. I'll just tell it that Jenna is so self-absorbed. She's the blind one on the show.
She's also in Kimmy Schmidt.
Yes, she's also in Kimmy Schmidt, but she's so self-absorbed. Like she only loves herself really, but she meets this guy that she actually really likes, and then she's like, "Oh, is he cheating on me? He's going off to places I don't know." And then you find that he's like a drag queen that specifically copies himself after her, and he's like, "You must think I'm such a weirdo." And she's like, "No, it's the greatest love. I can finally love myself." And they're together for like 2 or 3 seasons.
They get married.
Aww.
I didn't know that part. That's so funny.
Yeah, like because like that's they keep trying to have like secret marriages, and just like like she's like, "Okay, Liz, you're like my bridesmaid. I'm not going to tell you when or where the marriage is, so you just have to be ready all the time for it." Like
Every person's dream.
So it's really funny. Honestly,
Real quick,
It's like a madhouse.
it's good.
Real quick, I want to say my favorite line from that show is Kenneth, the NBC page who works with was played by
Jack McBrayer, right?
Yeah, Jack McBrayer. Thank you. I knew it was something like that. But there's one scene where like some people, like 2 other characters, get together and they're finally like going on a date or something, and Kenneth just says like, "Oh, it's so beautiful. It's like that movie I just only saw the first 10 minutes of." Wow, I can't remember the line. What's the movie?
I don't know.
Oh, Fatal Attraction.
Oh no!
I can't believe I hyped up that line and then immediately forgot the punchline.
Yeah, Kenneth is hilarious. Yeah, one of my favorite lines is when Tina Fey is like, someone eats her special sandwich, and then Kenneth is like, "I'm sorry, it's my fault. Like I didn't watch it." And she's like, "You better get me a new sandwich, or else I'll cut you up so bad you're gonna have a chin." Just like,
oh
my God.
It's so stupid.
Okay, back to SpongeBob.
Wow, we've been talking about this for a solid 5 minutes. What were we talking about
But yes.
beforehand? How did we get to this?
But yes,
Nothing.
Anthony,
We
watch it.
didn't.
It's hilarious. Okay.
Okay. I will.
Season 1, episode 11A, MuscleBob BuffPants. SpongeBob is weak. It starts with him getting ready to get large and wide. Actually, no, this makes it an appropriate Thanksgiving episode. He's going, "I'm going to get buff, I'm going to get large, and I'm going to get wide." Just like we all will this week. He wants food.
Large and wide is a funny way of saying it.
He also literally stretches out. I love how he's just flexing in
Yeah.
the mirror in these, like, so weak. And then he's got his
And the stuffed animal.
He definitely
That's
lifted
So
it.
funny.
He lifted with his back,
which you're not supposed to do.
even though
Yeah.
it's,
And his workout gear was great with the sweatband and everything.
Of course.
I love it.
And he can't even, he holds it above his head and it immediately falls down.
It makes a little squeaky noise.
And then Sandy shows up and he's like, "Hey, I've been working out. Check it out." And he's got the bone arm, which
It's
I know is a
just
meme.
bone.
I know I've seen that as a
So
meme.
gross.
He's like, "Don't get too close. I'm smelly right after I work out." She's just like,
I'm smelly and big. It's like, well,
no, she's just like, "Oh, you're smelly."
Yeah, his bone arms were like gnarly looking.
yeah, but like Sandy's
Oh,
arms,
buddy.
she is yoked. Like,
Oh, she was
I don't-
yoked as heck.
It's kind of creepy.
Doesn't Christine's brother's like crazy fit, right? Did we not?
Yeah,
Can we talk about
he's
this?
like that. Yeah, he looks like that
Wow.
sometimes. He-
Also, I just pointing out because I'm sure it's going to be in the like mistake section. I don't think Sandy has a tail when she's showing off her like her back muscles. I think they like just didn't have
Oh,
a
really?
tail in the shot. Yeah.
Interesting.
Uh,
They probably just like, it was like realistic, wasn't it?
yeah. Well, the first time it zooms in, it shows her and it's a real arm.
Okay, yeah.
But then when she does the rest of it, it's just the cartoon.
Okay, I kind of looked away at that part.
It's
Like,
weird.
I missed it. I just missed that part completely.
Blink and you miss it.
Literally. And then I love when SpongeBob visualizes what it's like to have all the muscles
Yeah, just in a full speedo, still
with
wearing.
a tie.
He looks like a Chippendales dancer.
And he's just,
yeah.
he's just at the Krusty Krab.
I
He's
know is-
running after jellyfish, being like, "La la la la."
That's a meme. I know I've seen that. I've seen that still somewhere.
hmm
I don't remember what the meme was, but I know I've seen it. So Ow.
Sorry.
Jenny, why?
Sorry.
I took my beanie off my head because I'm just like, oh, whatever. And then Jay throws it back at me. It hits me in the eye.
I'm sorry. I was leaving for the top of your head. Ow.
Yeah, you know what else is at the top of my head? My eye.
You have cat hair.
Yeah.
You look like a dweeb.
You're a
It's just so
dweeb. The
flat.
worst.
Okay, sorry. Anyway.
Paying attention to things that people can't even see.
Sorry.
I can't. Why? Anyway,
I had
so she's
reading through the Wikipedia article for it. It was I didn't realize it, but when he was imagining himself in all those scenarios, it's like they list them. It's flipping burgers, jellyfishing, and sleeping, which are all like not like very active things. I guess jellyfishing is, but like that's all just stuff you normally would do anyway. Just sleeping and not like, oh, now I can like lift all this weight or like go hiking or whatever. Like, no.
Well, that's what most people who get crazy buff do. They're just like, I'm buff now. It's like, cool now. It's like, well, I still have a job at the office. I just have bigger shirts.
I'm buff,
It's like I can't touch the back of my neck anymore.
And now I look like a small man piloting a larger man. And you guys know that, right? That the neck muscles, it just looks like a smaller person is inside of a bigger person.
It's so weird.
Sorry to any yoked listeners out there. I'm sure we have many.
We're big in the yoked audience.
My freshman roommate went out with a guy who was like huge, and it was just like I was talking to him. I was like, "Oh, like how do you work out?" And he was like, "Oh, I do this and I'll do this for cardio." And I was like, "Oh, do you ever like go for a run?" He's like, "I can't run. Like I'm too big. He's like I can't move my
can't run.
Like that. I just can't run." I was like, I never thought about that before. Like, okay.
It's like my deltoids are too big. They rub up against each other. They chafe.
It's like, I guess you don't have to run if you're that big. You just stand there and no one can move you.
Cardio's the enemy of people who like get yoked. Like,
yeah, there's two different types of fit. It's like when you're
it's practical
buff, and then when you're like actually practical fit. Yeah, like I can run a marathon type fit.
It's like, okay, cool. I feel like you could use that in your everyday life. What about you? I can lift these boxes, but I'm gonna get really.
You want to see me lift these metal bars multiple times?
I guess.
As you can tell, we're all not fit.
Yeah, no. I was watching SpongeBob. I'm like, no, that's me. Like, I honestly can't even talk about this.
I have like my notebook sitting on my stomach, so
Or, so let's see. He goes over to Sandy's, and
it puts him through the regimen,
which is push-ups. All of these make his arms fall off. By the way,
just the push-up. How he's like
one, boom. There's boxing, where he can't even lift his arms up with the boxing gloves off.
And it's just like, go. Just
punches him off his arms.
But he does karate. So I'm just like,
those are foam arms.
Not able to, I guess. Okay.
I'm cracking up at the reoccurring joke of his arms. Just cracked me up for some reason.
And then the hamster wheel, which
went flying.
Which yeets him into the edge of the dome, which is when his arms fall off. And then the arm cruncher.
Okay, well that was great.
I love that. I love that. Just phone in hand. It's like, okay, bye, later.
Like, it's been great. See you later.
I also don't like how his arms throb when he's like laying in bed. They get like big and boom, like ugh.
And Gary looks so concerned. Like, I don't know if you saw that, but Gary's literally like, wow, like he's so concerned about his arms throbbing in like that SpongeBob is dead. Basically.
I would.
And I'm just like, oh, he cares.
What happens after that? That's when he sees the commercial, right? Yeah, he's laying in bed.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's just Plankton's voice, and I'm like, okay, Plankton.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Skinny.
No changing it.
Now I'm a jerk, and everybody loves me. Also, Anthony, do you remember the 3 settings of the arms?
I remember. I don't remember the first one, but it's like veiny, and then for the ladies, hairy.
It's normal, veiny,
that was
and
gross.
hairy.
Yeah.
Although there are extra settings on when he's blowing it up at the very end of the episode.
There's a jerk setting, apparently.
Oh yeah, jerk. What does jerk mean? Like, I keep hearing it. Like, is that mean? Is it mean something?
Yeah, he's just mean.
It just means like you're mean. Like,
he's like a buff jerk on the beach, like the dude who like kicks down sandcastles. I think he's like, I'm better than you because I'm buff.
bigger than.
But
I think that's
because they keep referring it to it as if it means like a really buff person. So I was wondering if that's like an alternate meaning.
No, I think they're just making fun of people who get big, might think that they're better than you.
It's either either they're mean or they taste like chicken, because jerk. Okay.
I will leave into the other room. The worst. So
The hairy setting was kind of gross.
I did not like that.
How do you
I don't know.
inflate hair? That made me uncomfortable to think.
Yeah. Like Play-Doh. It's like one of those Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it.
Ugh.
I'm sorry to put that idea in your head.
I hate it so much.
The hair is like inverted on the inside of the blow up arm until you get to the last thing. It pops out.
Oh, gross.
That's how it practically work. I don't
It's
like
just
it any more than you guys.
Just touching you the whole time. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I didn't like that.
No one did.
So then SpongeBob gets his arms in the mail. He walks past Squidward. He walks past Mr. Krabs, who like can barely even look at him.
He like runs inside and like closes the Krusty Krab.
And we see SpongeBob ending up at Muscle Beach, Mussel. And he's just, everyone's like, SpongeBob, is that you? He's like, yeah, what up? And then
Yes, these giant pink arms are me.
I love how that one like buff fish who's not a reoccurring fish, but he drops the weight on the feet of the other two.
Yeah.
It's like, ow, like I once dropped a bowling ball on my toe, so I know how that feels. It's not fun.
Ooh.
Ooh.
How many pounds?
A bigger one because I was putting it back because no, it wasn't a bigger one. It wasn't one that I picked up. I picked up a regular size one. And I was like, this isn't the right size. I put it back, but it was like a spinning like spiral like bowling ball thing. So I tried to put it back and it pushed out a different bowling ball onto my feet.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Maybe that's why your toe hurts.
No, this was like 4 years ago.
Just residual pain. Oh, is that when you were doing bowling? At
Yeah,
school?
I took a
Okay.
bowling class in college. It was the best class I've ever taken because you literally can't fail it. You just show up and bowl. Me and my roommate at the time took it. It was awesome. Let's see, but yeah, no, I know how that feels. I saw that guy and I didn't even really laugh. I was like, "Ooh, that just isn't fun." And then SpongeBob is just walking on his hands.
Which doesn't make sense because he couldn't do a push-up, but okay.
It's true. And then just all the flexing he does, like the different shapes coming out of his biceps. Like
Anyone want to go to that juice bar and just like a juice and some like, pineapple?
I know he says thank you. I know I've seen that one as a meme. This is a meme moment. I've seen this still used as memes. And then just then we see Sandy outside the beach bar. And it's like, you guys seen SpongeBob? You mean MuscleBob BuffPants? Name of the episode. I did the Leo thing from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's like, there it is. He did it. He said the thing. And then, oh, you got notes?
And he tries to move his drink, right? And he can't.
Well, yeah, like he just goes and like he can't even move the straw, so he just moves his lips.
Yeah,
The straw.
And when he's
And then-
flexing so hard, bubbles are coming off of his fake muscles. Like, I need to move, and they're just like creating bubbles.
And I love the part where it's like he's like, I remember when I used to look like that guy, and he like points to this really small guy. But one
Who,
thing,
me?
yeah, just like who, me? But like the one thing I noticed about him is he had like flip flops on, and it was weird because his fins were coming out of the flip flops.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
It was very.
I know there are other fish that wear flip flops, but he just looked like such a dweeb.
Yeah, it was very odd. And then just that line where he's like, I also remember when I looked like you, like pointing to Larry. That was really funny too.
And then Sandy
You
shows,
little mean. You don't got to call him out.
Sandy shows up. He's like, "What up?"
Like she's like, how did you get these muscles?
He had a secret workout, right?
just
Arm farts.
and they're like, "Wait, really?" And he's like, "Did these lie?" And then when they leave, everyone's just like furiously like doing the armpit farts.
But also when she does come in and say like, what's your secret? His face turns into like a weird like pixelated face.
Oh yeah, he says what?
And he's like, what?
Yeah.
I had that in my notes. I didn't know when
That's a
that
good
happened
face.
though. That's so silly. And then
So
Yeah.
he manages to fool them, and
Mhm.
what was it?
Well, then
What
they-
else? they do the anchor toss.
well, they sign up for the anchor toss competition.
And like I love how
Yeah.
Sandy's like, I'll do it for you, and like then the guy's like, here's your drink, and like puts it on his hand.
Yeah. It's just like
like
deflate.
him intensely trying to move it with like this really intense music, and then Sandy outside just like, okay, Sandy cheeks.
cut
like,
back
just
to SpongeBob, like in crazy
Like,
surf rock. It's like,
ah!
"Duh, God,
music.
SpongeBob
And
Square."
such like, and it was so quiet and there was no music, and she just was like, "Oh, I'm just doing this thing for my friend tonight." Like it just it was really funny.
We then cut to SpongeBob. He smacks into the pole. He's like, "Great!" And then we're at the competition. We see everyone getting ready, and I want to point out that the one, like, brown buff fish, the guy who yells "Gold Team rules" in that other episode, he's doing armpit noises to prep. I'd never noticed that before. He's using SpongeBob's workout regimen to prepare. Like, everyone else is like flexing or like doing like extra weights. Like, he's just like, I gotta follow SpongeBob's regimen.
That guy's name, because I was looking
Yes.
on the wiki earlier, apparently it's Incidental 24. They're all these like random guys in the backgrounds are all named Incidental and then a number.
Incidental 24.
I wonder why. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, very
I
few
don't
of them are
know. Like Incidental 37A
very few of them are given
is like another
actual
one.
names. Like,
And it's weird. So like if you click on some of these guys, like, and then you go to their page, like they have different versions of the same sort of look, just hair color and face differences. So like they have all of them listed on their each individual
That's
Wikipedia
weird.
page.
That's like
weird.
Old Man Jenkins. Like he's just a bunch of different fish. That's so weird.
Mhm.
I wonder if it's like they have like the basic drawing of it, and then you kind of just like put it in like different parts with different colors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah, I mean it's easier than drawing like all these individual unique
that makes
ones.
sense. I remember.
So anyway, yeah, that's the Gold Team Rules guy is 24.
Yeah, I don't.
He's different because they had a thing on like Nick that was like, which one's the real Old Man Jenkins, and it was like 3 different ones. But that's so weird.
I do know that they did name that orca whale. Like he was like, up first is Bob the whale,
Oh, yeah?
and he throws it 105 feet. It's like, let's get an instant replay on that. Throws the anchor again, falls on top of the judge.
Oh wait, before that though, I love how the announcer is just like, okay, like the guy is like has a hot dog. He's like, oh, can I get some mustard on that? Oh,
Yeah,
okay, now we're gonna do this. Yeah, the instant replay.
I did not remember that joke. That actually caught me off guard. I was like, what? I was like, what do you mean an instant replay? And then the anchor falls again.
That was hilarious. It's like the guy's like, oh, okay, it's this much, and then just it falls on him immediately. It's very funny.
Yeah, that keeps chasing him around.
I remember
too.
when I watched this, I was like, when I was younger, I would always get really upset at this because I was like, it is unfair that Sandy got the furthest because it was following the guy. So like, if the guy had run further on the other people's, they would have also gotten further. Like, I was like, this is unjust. I would have been like, you need to redo this because I call fake. Like that was cheating.
He obviously has a magnet in him.
Right? Yeah. So I'm just like, that is not fair. That always made me really upset when I was a kid.
That's silly. What
Larry did his throw. Sandy does her throw.
What was Sandy's throw that the judge is like running around, actively trying to miss it right
in like a circle,
and it's
like,
just following her.
Yeah, because like Larry was going toward him, and then he was like and then he like ran to the side and was like phew, and then it like at the last second just went to the side and fell on him.
So good.
Like 275.
And then it's SpongeBob's turn. He can't even pick it up, and he's like, just kidding.
And then Sandy's like, that was funnier than ears on an acorn.
Which I'm still not sure I understand as a joke.
Like ears of corn is what
That's what I said, like ears of corn, but it's an acorn, so it's like, you're being silly, acorn. Stop, like you're not corn. Get those ears off. I don't know.
I guess.
it's like a Southern colloquialism. They don't all.
I guess. Those are actual
sense.
real things, and how many of them they just make up.
Who knows at this point?
True.
Honestly, if TV's taught me anything, it's that no one really knows what a Southern colloquialism is.
True.
Like you're funny.
Also, like I'm sure the moment they're said in SpongeBob, like it becomes a thing regardless. Like, I'm sure people say that now.
What happens next? SpongeBob's like, I'm a jerk, and he blows up his arms to the biggest setting.
The jerk setting.
The jerk setting, which is not hairy. I guess he didn't get the model with the hairy arms.
I guess he doesn't like girls.
For the lady.
Right.
And and it's in the red, so it's gonna be trouble because you never blow up to the red.
And then
Wait, I'm sorry. The way that the page for this I'm relying really heavily on this because we watched this like
Okay.
3 weeks ago. So I'm just looking at the wiki page for it, but it says that eventually the anchor arms explode out of overinflation, revealing SpongeBob as a weak
Yikes.
fraud, which seems so mean. Who
Yeah.
wrote this? Why
It
you
sounds
a
so
weak fraud?
clinical. Like, it
Well,
sounds like it's trying to be a proper essay. It's the SpongeBob wiki.
Well, like, how do you describe, like, oh, he blew up his arms and then all the air went into different parts of his body,
True.
you know? Like,
That part
that's-
was weird.
I thought it was fun. It was, yeah, like, his eye inflated.
I didn't like when his tooth got big.
His
That
tooth
didn't
got
sit-
big.
that did not
That
sit
was
right with me.
gross.
Yeah, and then he's like, his body's freaking out. He goes full Akira in just like his body is like morphing, turning big, like right at the very end, and then his arms blow off and his real arms come out of his body. All the SpongeBob stands in the stands.
Like, I love how whenever something weird is happening to SpongeBob, they're just like, ooh, like, they're not even, like, upset. They're just like,
It's like, oh, he knows
like,
what he's
what's
doing.
that? Like, ooh, and
Part of his
Technique.
technique.
then when he blows
Technique.
when he blows up, they're just like, ooh, I think he lost. Sandy.
All those people in the
Yeah.
all those people in the
Immediately.
stands were doing the armpit thing when he first showed up. It's like SpongeBob,
Mhm.
SpongeBob, like that's just his move now. And then Sandy takes SpongeBob to do some real exercise, and he's just changing the channel with the remote.
She's like, yeah, I want 100 more. And he's like, ah.
It's like,
and his arm just falls off.
can you get that? It's the end of the. I'm like, hey, that's messed up. He might get carpal tunnel. Also, it made me realize how long it's been since I've actually flipped channels regularly, like with the TV remote. Like, it's all Roku now, baby. Roku, Chromecast, just on.
But you play like
Yep,
video
yep, yep.
games, which I'd say is like a similar
Oh.
emotion.
Yeah, for sure. But like with a TV remote, at least specifically, I was like, oh, it's been a while since I've just been like on the couch. Like, let's just see what's on right now.
I mean, even then, like, you just go to guide. You don't actually flip through it, you know? So,
That's true.
yeah.
That was the end of that's the end of
MuscleBob
my thing.
BuffPants, yeah.
Does anyone else have any notes on this?
Yeah,
I
that's
think
it.
that's it.
Cool. Let's.
Nope, that's it. Oh yeah, you want to go
Yeah.
trivia?
Man, this is some silly production art. They've got the one where it's zoomed
Yeah.
in on the arm gauge.
I hate it.
What
Oh, there's the pixelated face, the square
normal,
face.
strong, super, and jerk were the ones on that. Yeah, where's the
Jerk.
where's the square face?
I'm a little.
It's not the
No,
third one from the end. That's a different.
Sec-
It
No, not that one. Up,
Oh,
up
yeah,
one more
there it
level,
is.
and then
What?
over to the right.
Yeah, even his holes turn square. His edges smooth out.
yeah,
Weird.
it's like a weird, it looks like
Yeah.
a different style of drawing. It's weird.
That's weird. Oh, and there's right next to
It's
that
just
one.
odd. His
It's his
look
arms
really weird,
with
too.
the muscles
Huh?
on it, like flexing on his flex. I don't like that,
You even flex on your flex, bro?
bruh.
Bro.
All right, let's go to trivia. What's the most useless piece of trivia here? Are you looking up on your phone?
Yes.
All right, let's give us 1 second. Cue Jeopardy music.
Rest in peace, Alex Trebek.
Rip the
legend.
real one.
Oh god, he brought in the horns, guys.
Bum bum.
Okay, time's up. What did everyone get for Final Jeopardy?
Hey.
Anthony, you first.
I'm just kidding. We didn't actually get anything. We were
I
singing.
was I was reading, but I was also focusing on making the thing. So, Anthony, do you want to go first?
Sure. Sandy technically didn't throw her anchor like the others. She just threw it in the air and kicked it when it came back down.
Yep.
Thank you for explaining
Yep.
that.
Again, just freaking explaining the joke. Let's see. Wow, we really did not read through this.
The Polish version of this translates to bodybuilder Bob muscle pants.
And
I
it's
like
like
that.
Parker Bob Minutes.
Good trivia.
40.
Yeah.
Mine. man.
Yeah,
I think I used up all of my Polish ancestors' knowledge saying that. That's
You have
it.
called upon the
It's
strength
gone.
of your ancestors.
I used it for this. It's gone like one for all.
I go too far back when I call on the strength of my ancestors, so it's just like a couple trilobites trying to help me out. They're not very helpful. That was a stupid joke. All right, I've got mine.
It wouldn't be a couple; it'd just be one because they reproduce asexually.
Do we know if trilobites reproduce asexually?
I mean, probably they're trilobites.
Yeah, but they were like little sea creature crabs thing. If I was calling on an amoeba like an idiot, maybe. Anyway, mine is For Unknown Reasons. This episode and its sister episode were rated 13 plus on Amazon Prime Video in August 2020. And then the follow-up bullet point is this has been corrected as of October 2020, and the episode is back to being rated its original TVY7 rating on Amazon Prime Video. I'm like, okay, cool. Some dude incorrectly chose the wrong drop-down for the data entry. Awesome.
I love it.
That's mine.
Yeah.
Jenny?
Okay. Mine is Larry's grunt when he threw the anchor was played by Bill Farkerbach.
Farkerbach, I think.
Bill Farkerbach.
It's a weird last name.
Okay.
The guy who voices Patrick.
Instead of Doug Lawrence. Patrick was in it.
Is that who normally does Larry's voice?
Yeah,
I
it's
guess?
just
I don't know.
like
Hey,
that's what they're trying to
Trivia
say?
Town. Who knows?
leave it. It's Trivia Town.
It's Trivia Town. Don't try to explain it. Just leave it.
All right, so
I like yours, think. Robert.
I don't remember what yours. Oh yeah, Robert's is good.
Okay,
Robert got it.
Yay! I did it, guys. There's actually some interesting trivia in
the
yeah,
Tiny Tim
how
one.
they're like
Did you see
expecting
that?
Tiny Tim.
I didn't realize that. Even
I
though,
didn't
yeah,
either.
it's just
I heard it, but I registered because we're close to Christmas. Like I was like, oh, like the guy in Christmas.
Oh, weakling little Tiny Tim.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anything else?
The episode was formerly called "Pump It Up."
It's a song.
I didn't know that.
Pump it up.
Pump it.
Oh, we both are talking about different.
I was thinking "Pump It" from
Costello.
I was doing
Black
the
Eyed Peas.
Pump the jams. That one.
Oh, wow! We went like
Different
three
songs.
different eras.
All right.
Oh, apparently this episode is Jerry Trainer's favorite. That's the brother from iCarly and also Crazy Steve from Drake and Josh. He's hilarious
Crazy
and
Steve.
funny.
Yeah.
He's also in an episode of Victorious. He's
Shout
in the
out to
crowd of a musical as a background character because they do that because they're all in the same universe.
Huh.
So, just like one time Drake was coming to Zoe 101 because
That's
they're like,
right.
we got
That did
Drake
happen.
Bell. So like,
But wait, was he
it's pretty
playing? Was his name Drake? Was he playing himself?
great. Yeah,
in
he
that
was playing
episode?
himself. Like they're like, oh my gosh, Drake Bell, I love him. Like
So
yeah.
wait, is Drake Bell's name in Drake and Josh Drake Bell? Is that his
No, his
mom's
name's
name?
Drake, and then the last name is
Okay.
different. And Josh, they both have the same first
Right,
names,
yeah.
different last
Which
names.
they
Yeah,
do. Yeah.
So
But that's the episode. Is there anything else we want to talk about? I think we should do another holiday episode for Christmas coming up because we can do like I don't know what. There's
Is
a
for
couple
Christmas?
of
is there another
Okay.
Christmas episode? Because we already did one, didn't
yes.
we?
There's the Christmas special. We could do the snowball effect. I think there is that. What's that the movie? There's a background for it. Sponge on the Run. I don't know if that's out, but I mean,
It's okay. It's out in international
is that what it is?
Netflix or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
it's on Netflix.
I'm
How
wrong.
can I watch Sponge on the Run?
It's on everywhere except for the U.S., Canada, and China.
That's true.
Yeah, so
it's
we
only
could
going to be
VPN
on
and
the
watch
CBS
it.
All Access streaming service.
In early 2021, so we could do.
VPN.
That's right. We could just watch it. I
We
mean,
can watch it now.
Let's have like a
that can be one of our
a viewing party.
that can be one of our 2 episodes for.
Okay.
Yeah, we can.
I'm down.
We can, like,
That would be fun.
Whatever, and watch it together.
Yes, I do. Is that
Do
good?
you use my Nord, Robert?
Okay, cool.
Okay, good. No, that's fine. That's fine. I think it lets
Awesome.
me have
Ooh.
5 people
All right,
on it. so
cool.
that's totally-
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. Everyone, this has been
All right.
Bikini Bottom Radio. We want to thank you. We hope you're having a safe Thanksgiving. Zoom is very important. It's better than having to use a ventilator. So
Or you could do what Anthony's gonna do, and everyone could just bring food, and then just one person distributes it, so you all get to eat the same stuff together.
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. We gotta figure out alternative ways, but we're making it work, people. Just don't be dumb and go out.
Everyone, be safe.
Anyway, wear a
I
mask,
hope
all that.
as the holidays really ramp up into high gear, hope you're staying inside. It's gonna be rough, but we'll do it together.
Staying inside and staying warm.
Yes,
because not everyone's in California.
That's right. Yeah, I forgot that some people actually have snow.
Snow.
Good luck, everybody. Yep, this has been Bikini Bottom Radio. Follow us on all our Insta, Twitter, social places. You can find us by just searching for Bikini Bottom Radio. We'll show up.
Probably.
Yep. Patreon. We got one of those, and this has been it. Thanks for this is bad ending, guys. Thank you for showing up. Later.
Bye.